Good things happening with a white blanket of snow in Laramie, Wyoming today and across the great state of Wyoming. We are with Jeff Booyer from pokesnews.com this morning. And Jeff, good morning. How much snow did you get in Casper, Wyoming?
I haven't even gone outside yet. I kind of just stay inside because it's really cold right now. It's 5 below currently, so I'm just kind of avoiding the outside weather.
You know, the current administration is going to make you go back to on location kind of work,
Yeah, that's gonna be a struggle.
How about those Wyoming cowgirls? How about them?
Oh my gosh, they're just on a they're doing really well. Furtick, she just claimed her third Mountain Player of the Week honor, which
Allison Furtick, number 3 honor this year, huh?
Yeah, what an honor for her. She's just been on fire this year. She's really just exemplifying what it means to be cowgirl tough. I mean, being a Wyoming girl, playing high school basketball in Douglas, living in Glendo. She's more Wyoming than she definitely defines what Wyoming is.
Now, turnovers turned out to be a real teller in this game against Boise State. Tell us more about that.
Yeah, so they kind of had a little bit of a collapse there in the fourth period. The final score ended up being 78-73 with the win on Boise, but they were leading in the beginning. Wyoming was. The Furtick, obviously, she scored. She helped score to build an 18-10 lead, and then Boise, kind of came back. Trended to 23-16 after the first period. A lot of back and forth. The Boise tied the game at 40, and then Emily Lima, gave Wyoming a 42-40 lead at halftime to help get that victory, for the first two periods.
The Cowgirls surged in the third period. Tell us about that.
Yeah, they did. They extended their lead to 67-58, entering, throughout that third period. So by the time they got to that fourth period, they were leading that 67-58. But, in that fourth period, like you'd mentioned, that cold shooting just really struggled during that time. There were some key misses and, three-pointers and key free throws. Kind of seems the free throws were kind of a struggle kind of for both teams this year.
In Boise State's case and Wyoming's, trouble at the line. How about with Cowboy basketball? Last night, Air Force in the Arena Auditorium.
Yeah, Wyoming came out with a win. They had a second half surge that really picked them up. They overcame a 12-point deficit with a 19-2 run, and so they ended up finishing the game 69-62 over Air Force. Really a good momentum swing for Wyoming to be able to pick up after that bad loss that they had last weekend.
I asked Sundance Wicks in the post-game press conference yesterday, who led the team? Who are the team's loudest voices out of the Colorado State Rams loss and that border war contest in Fort Collins? Guess who he names straight up?
I would probably say Cole Henry.
You're absolutely right, Jeff. Absolutely right. And he talks about resilience. Tell us more about his philosophy and that statement.
Yeah, so he emphasized during his speech about competitive resilience is the key to the Cowboys' comeback, and that's something that the Sundance, he talks about when he came in. It was bring the juice. He has these themes that he uses to help guide his team and set those expectations for his players. And so, I mean, for him to be able to rally his troops, so to say, and to be able to get them to come back to win, and to kind of make a statement that, hey, we're not out, we're not down, we're going to keep going. Resilience is a very good term, and I think that he stuck onto that, for his message.
Cole Henry wearing a hard hat last night after the victory against Air Force. That 69-62 score, it didn't show the face. He has a puffed out black eye. Cole Henry, what a Cowboy.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me that he'd have a black eye because, he had a career high 16 points and 9 rebounds, so he was definitely there under the basket fighting his way to get that ball back. I did want to point out that Obi Agman, he had 22 points and 4 assists. I mean, putting in MVP numbers just as usual with him being the leading scorer for the Cowboys this year.
How important was game flow in last night's victory against Air Force?
I think it was really good. Air Force at the half led 38-28, but the defense held them scoreless for 4 minutes in the second half. Which allowed that comeback for the Pokes to come back. Obviously those clutch moments, definitely kicked in. Agden, being the leading scorer, he had a late 3 and free throws to help win that game. After Air Force had tied that game at 62-62 with 2 minutes and 41 seconds remaining.
Highlight our Wyoming Cowgirls and Wyoming Cowboys upcoming contests.
Yeah, so the 16 and 10 Cowgirls, they look to rebound on Saturday night on the road in Nevada. It's going to be a 7:30 p.m. tip-off. Obviously going to be on the Cowboy Radio Network, also on the Mountain West Network. You can watch it live for free. And then the Pokes, they actually are going to continue their homestand. Their record is 12-15 right now. They're going to be against San Jose State on Saturday at 2 p.m. in the Arena Auditorium, looking to pack the dome.
And there's one more athlete to recognize in Wyoming athletics. Tell us about Daniel Reynolds.
Yeah, he's a senior thrower on the track and field team. He was named Mountain West's Field Athlete of the Week for the 4th time this season, and the 5th time in his career. The conference office, Mountain West Conference, announced that on Tuesday, and he's the first Cowboy in over 10 years to win the award 4 times in a single season. So that's really admirable and really cool. I definitely want to highlight him as well.
Want to give all the credit to pokesnews.com. Jeff Booyer, this morning's guest on the Talk Shop here in Studio 255 at the Laramie Plains Civic Center. We appreciate you joining us, Jeff. And we want to remind everybody across this Cowboy state, together we can. Mark your calendars. Alan West, Lieutenant Colonel Alan West, retired Army, will be the keynote speaker at the April 11th engagement at the Laramie Elks Lodge in historic downtown Laramie. You can get tickets. Reference the Talk Shop on Facebook for your opportunity to do that. Want to give another shout out this week to Wycolo Lodge, supporting Soroptimist International of Laramie's 2025 Laughs for a Cause. That's right. This Friday, we're laughing for a cause, and the support goes to improve the lives of women and girls locally and worldwide. More than $200,000 have been raised over the course of this great event in the Laramie area. This Friday will be no different. All of those funds support the premier efforts of these women, these successful leaders in our community, doing what they do best, sharing with the community, building and empowering other successful leaders. That's right. Improving the lives of women and girls, so powerful. And we can't thank this organization enough for bringing comedy of Mary Ellen DiPatrio this Friday night, 6 p.m., Alice Hardy Stevens Center. And pokesnews.com can't operate without support, too. Tell us, Jeff, who's supporting you?
Yeah, we have Pine Ridge barbecue sauces made right here in Casper, Wyoming. They are shipped all around the country, and it's definitely a great product. They've won gold medal awards at the Kansas City Royal, which is the #1 barbecue sauce and barbecue contest in the nation. And so definitely check them out, prbbq.com. We also have Crest Insurance Group. They're located here in the Midwest, in Arizona, number of states, Arizona, Wyoming, Colorado, Texas. They've expanded. Great company. They help out with all of your insurance needs, and you can reach out to them, and they'll be more than happy to help you out.
This new segment on the Talk Shop brought to you by these great partners, and it's not possible without your support too. If you would like to join us on the Talk Shop, radio works at mail.com. That's our email. Our phone number, 307-460-3087. Jeff Buer, pokesnews.com. We thank you.